Utterslev Mose is a large wetland located in Copenhagen's northwest. It comprises of 3 interconnected water bodies which cover a total of 91 hectares. It is believed that the bog emerged as a shallow lake after the last ice age and gradually grew into the bog we see today. Utterslev Mose was originally known as Lake Sorborg and previously was part of Copenhagen's defensive fortifications. From the 15th century until 1859, the wetland supplied Copenhagen with drinking water. In 1943, a nature reserve was established, and in 2000, the existence value of Utterslev Mose was recognised, and it was listed as a protected recreational area. Utterslev Mose is a common area for birdwatching and bird research, and there are many different species of bird which inhabit the bog, some of which include the grey goose, the swan, and the tufted duck. The bog provides an ideal breeding location for these birds, as much of the area contains reed species, which provide protection from predators and from the elements. Being located just 6 kilometres from Copenhagen's city centre, Utterslev Mose is a very popular destination for Copenhageners wanting to escape the hustle and bustle of the city, and is primarily used for a recreational park. Utterslev Mose is not only a very popular area used for public enjoyment, but also a very interesting area as well, that has been studied extensively. It has many environmental issues that can also be observed in similar ecosystems throughout the world. And while many of these problems are difficult to manage, various strategies have been implemented with varied success. One of the main environmental issues surrounding Utterslev Mose is the increased nutrients entering the water system from nearby agricultural land, raw sewage, housing, wildlife, and sediment. Utterslev Mose is surrounded by a major highway, which only increases the rate of nutrient-rich runoff entering the lake. Raw sewage entering Utterslev Mose used to be the main cause of eutrophication, but today this has been reduced. In the summer of 2003, it was estimated that a total of 73 kilograms of phosphorus came from the bird wildlife alone. If the nutrient level increases too much, eutrophication can occur. Eutrophication is a nutrient enrichment of a body of water, which results in rapid plant growth and ultimately results in the depletion of dissolved oxygen in aquatic systems. Nearby agricultural areas, along with the widespread bird life and a pool of phosphorus-rich sediment, are now thought to be the major source of nutrient load entering Utterslev Mose. Runoff from areas of nutrients results in additional nutrients entering the bog and disturbing natural processes. As the concentration of nutrients is increased, the growth rate, metabolic rate, and the decay of primary producers such as algae is also increased. During the decay, dissolved oxygen is depleted, and carbon dioxide is produced by decomposing microorganisms, metabolizing organic has been observed to be more successful. The frequency of eutrophication, the reeds surrounding Utterslev Mose also help to reduce the amount of nutrients entering the water stream, as they act as a buffer entering the water body. But eutrophication can still be a problem for Utterslev Mose, particularly in the spring and late summer, when greater amounts of light allow more photosynthesis to occur. A phosphorus level of under 0.06 milligrams per litre is strived for in Utterslev Mose. In 2006, the EU adopted a Water Framework Directive, which states that all surface and groundwater should be in good condition by 2015. Restricting raw sewage and the amounts of nutrients in the area surrounding Utterslev Mose is one method that has been used to reduce the nutrients within the water body. Some other methods trialled include the dredging of phosphorus-laden sediments, which was shown to be costly and relatively ineffective, and the chemical bonding of phosphorus with aluminium. The release of orthophosphate from sediment during the summer is also believed to contribute to eutrophication. An average of 98.72 kilograms of phosphate is released annually from a store which was built up during the period when untreated sewage entered the bog. This source may be partially removed through the excavation of the sediment and aluminium processing. Flooding causes structural damage to nearby formations and results in the erosion, which leads to sedimentation of the bog. Sedimentation can affect the ability of light to penetrate the lake and therefore reduce photosynthesis. Heavy rain and flooding also result in nearby sewage entering the water body, which again can result in nitrification of the bog and problems associated with eutrophication. Utterslev Mose is also prone to flooding. A major highway surrounding the site has resulted in precipitation entering the water body directly, rather than being filtered through soil and vegetation. Consequently, greater amounts of water enter the stream at a faster rate, and flooding occurs. The construction of retention or delay basins has reduced the severity of flooding in Utterslev Mose. Further retention basins are recommended, particularly surrounding the sewage treatment areas, but they come at a cost. It is estimated that these pools cost approximately 800,000 krona to be built per hectare. It is believed that the construction of more retention basins would also help reduce phosphorus levels of Utterslev Mose further. The alteration in the level of nutrients due to the land use surrounding the bog has also resulted in greater ecological changes. Many species that were once abundant are now endangered or extinct, and species that thrive in nutrient-dense conditions have filled the niches that were previously occupied by these species. Biomanipulation has been used in Utterslev Mose to restore the ecosystem balance. Utterslev Mose uses a top-down control method for biomanipulation, where the predators of a species or group of species is altered to create an ecosystem balance. The first step in biomanipulation resulted in 80% of the catfish being caught over a 2-year period, which cost approximately 1.4 million krona. This is hopefully will reduce the amount of zooplankton being predated, and therefore increase their population and decrease the amount of competition between other species. The biomanipulation of the bog is being monitored closely. Environmental conditions of Utterslev Mose have improved significantly over the past decade. Biodiversity has increased, and the marsh is close to meeting the goals of the water plans on good ecological quality. Environmental technology must be supplemented by knowledge about the natural ecosystem to fully utilise the possibilities that the ecosystem has to offer. Many of the initiatives used to improve the environment of Utterslev Mose can be transferred to similar ecosystems around the world.